Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Saturday video report. Game number 3 of the NBA's Western Conference Finals. The featured attraction today, of course, Oklahoma City, this time hosting Dallas after snaring away the home court advantage with the Game 2 upset win. I'm a perfect 3-0 with my selections so far in the series. Big 15-dime release on the Mavericks in game number 1. Came back with a 5-dime play on Oklahoma City in game number 2. And also in game number 2, gave you that game to go over the total as well right here on the free pick report. Now, I've got another free selection and a breakdown for game number 3 coming up in just a moment, plus my best baseball play on the board. I'm going to give that to you for free as well, as I'm going to take a look at the interleague contest by the Bay between Oakland and San Francisco, plus another money-saving discount coupon code. As you know, they're only available here on the daily video reports, the only place you can get them. I do them at least 2 to 3 times a week, probably even more throughout the summer, so make sure you keep on checking back because, hell, might as well save the money, right? Now, as you know, tonight's game between Oklahoma City and Dallas goes at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That does present a problem because also, as you know, you've probably seen various ads like this one, the world is coming to an end today. So I don't know if you want to bet on this game tonight because, you know, the game is going to start 3 hours after the world supposedly comes to an end at 6 o'clock. So, I mean, this is a problem. I told you yesterday, I mean, who's going to win American Idol if the world comes to an end today? What's going to happen with the real world, with Heather and Zito if the world comes to an end today? I mean, I am upset about this, guys. I just don't know how you feel about it, but this is very, very disheartening. By the way, do you know this guy, the guy that's behind all this prediction stuff? Back in 1994, he predicted the world was going to end, and oops, he was off. He said he miscalculated. I mean, so if the world doesn't end tonight, does he go, oops, I was wrong again? It reminds me of when I used to be a reporter. And after games, especially after boxing matches, boxers were the best of this. I want to thank God, or I want to thank Allah, I want to, whatever the high almighty, if you believe in it, whatever he or she may be, they're always thanking, the sports guy is always thanking God or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, what? Did God frown on the other guy? Did God frown on the other team? Did the running back that went for 120 yards and scored the game-winning touchdown, did God have that team minus 3.5 points that day? Did he bet against the other team? You're telling me he doesn't back both teams? I don't know. I mean, you listen to it and you stand there with a straight face and you go, please get this crap over. But remember, it's coming to an end. Do you think newspapers across the country were just overjoyed by the amount of money they were able to get for ads like this, letting the world know that the world's going to come to an end tonight? I mean, it's good stuff. Hey, your money-saving discount coupon code I'm going to get to in just a moment. As for me tonight, I have my second biggest play going in the NBA, another 15-dime release, just like the Mavericks in game number 1 on Tuesday night, just like the Chicago Bulls in game number 1 against Miami last Sunday, and just like the Heat over Boston in game number 5 2 Wednesdays ago. These 15-dime plays, 21-7-1 over the past 2 years combined, including 16-5-1 so far this season. Remember, this is my second highest rated play. And also, of course, you know, a lot of guys, as I always point out, you hear a 15-dime play and you go, oh my God, that's not big, especially when guys got 75-dime plays and 100-dime plays and 50-dime plays, but it's all comparative. I mean, it's all relative to your rating scale. And as you know by now, hopefully, in terms of my scale of how I rate the plays, I'm very conservative. I like to keep a very tight rating scale so you know exactly what you're getting. And 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes, and they go in 5-dime increments. You're not going to get a 4.5-dime play. You're not going to get a 7.5-dime play from me. I don't play those games. 5, 10, 15, 99% of the plays, this is a major wager. Again, a 15-dime release. In honor of the world coming to an end tonight, your money-saving discount coupon code is going to be, appropriately enough, WORLD15, W-O-R-L-D, and the number 15, no space between them, and that will save you $15 off of any purchase you make today. It's a one-time usage coupon. It is only good today. It'll save you $15. You don't have to buy my plays, by the way. You can buy anybody's plays at the site. You'll save $15 off your purchase, and that is WORLD15, WORLD15. Enter that in your shopping cart when prompted. I'll tell you guys, with the world ending tonight, thank God I got to see the season-ending episodes of The Mentalist and the good wife this week. I mean, I don't know what I would have done otherwise. Okay, let's talk about this game number 3 here. Interesting how you've had movement in both the side and the total in terms of the line. Yesterday afternoon, early evening, the line in the game dropped down to Oklahoma City -2.5 from -3. The total has dropped from about 201.5 down to pretty much 200, just about everywhere you look. Here's the thing, and I look at this series. Neither team has played any defense. And, after game number 2, Rick Carlisle, the Dallas coach, was really ticked off at his team for their lack of defensive effort. And let's think about this. Dallas came into this contest in the playoffs having allowed only an average of 88.2 points a game with a high during the postseason of 97 points given up. What have they done so far in the series? They gave up 112 in a 9-point victory in game number 1. They gave up 106 in game number 2. And the other thing that kind of annoyed Carlisle in his post-game remarks was the fact that he pointed out how his team simply wasn't getting to the loose balls and not taking advantage of the scoring opportunities they presented themselves, because he noted that Oklahoma City in the first 2 games of the series came up 23 loose balls. That translated to 32 points, while the Mavs only had 17 recoveries, which translated to 13 points. Obviously, the key here for Dallas is to batten down the hatches defensively. Also, you have the key for Oklahoma City, a team that has struggled at home even this postseason defensively, is to find a way to at least contain Dirk Nowitzki. Now, in game number 2, unlike game number 1, Oklahoma City's bench also had a monster contest, in terms of the points provided, especially James Harden and Eric Maynor off the bench. I always like to talk about the law of averages, and that's one thing that you're going to find here with Oklahoma City. They don't have that good of a bench. They often don't get that type of scoring output. So I think that when you factor that in with a renewed defensive effort from both of these teams, I say the way to play this game is actually under the total for the first time in the series, under the total of 200, as I think these two go for about 197, 198 instead. Once again, the under is going to be your free play there. In baseball, I'm willing to lay the 150 with the Giants and Tim Lincecum, even though he's coming off his worst performance of the season at Colorado in his last start. I know I had him that night as he walked 6 batters, a season high, but he has absolutely owned the Oakland A's. 4-0 with a 0.82 earned run average in his last 4 starts against the A's. 38 strikeouts versus just 7 walks issued. 5-2 with a 2.16 earned run average in his last 7 starts against the American League. Giants won last night in extra innings 2-1. They've won, 12 of the last 16 games in the series. No, make that 11 of the last 15 games in the series, including 7 in a row at home. Overall, they're on a 12-4 run. Brett Anderson, the Oakland pitcher, 0-2 with a 5.68 earned run average in his last 4 starts, getting just 7 runs of support. I'll take the Giants in a low-scoring game. Again, your money-saving discount coupon code is going to be WORLD15. Good luck, everybody. I'll catch you again on Sunday morning.